the pulse of the video game revolution. On this Twitch, get out your Ginsu. It's slice and dice time with Samurai Showdown. ESPN's Extreme Games takes you on a dangerous death trip. You're kicking the balls with Sega's Worldwide Soccer. Games Gone Gassy. How to survive a fart attack. First up, fighting games. Let's Twitch. This fighter invites you to return to the time of the Shogun, ruled by the code of Bushido. In other words, Samurai Showdown gives you a nasty little sword and lets you slice and dice like a late-night Ginsu ad. One of the highlights of this game is the option to fight with or without weapons. Now, before you wince and ask, why would you ever want to fight without weapons, check out the sweet moves. You can most assuredly rip apart your opponent in this kicker with just your bare hands. And you've got some great characters here, but what's up with the dog? Don't let it get too close to you, or they'll be picking you up with a pooper scooper. Of course, there are plenty of specials and throws to master. The attention to detail is what makes this fighter so sweet. It's possible to disarm your opponent. If you do, stand between your opponent and his sword and finish him off. If you end up on the receiving end of a brutal combo, you'll build your POW gauge all the way up. Use that rage to smash your opponent. The music rocks and the gore is good and plenty, making Samurai Showdown a pretty cool fighter, even if the babes do look just like the guys.
If you like action games, but you've already run Road Rash into the dirt, then it's time to get extreme. ESPN's Extreme Games for Sony PlayStation is Road Rash Raw. It's got all the skin-scraping speed of a killer race, but this time there's no metal motorcycle to help you out. It's all muscle and style.
Get set, go!
It's you and 15 other extreme freaks flying down the streets of San Francisco. You've chosen a skateboard to start because it's fast and easy to maneuver. To win the extreme games, you gotta be the fastest. Try not to run into anything and be sure to hit the big jumps or you'll be kissing a cable car. Wherever you are and whatever you're riding, you need to learn to fight. It's kill or be killed while you're flying down the street. And don't overdo the fighting, because it takes away your power. But don't be Mr. Nice Guy either. These aren't the polite games. When you earn enough money to afford the best, go into the equipment room and pick up a new road weapon. The luge is the fastest, but you give up a lot of control. The scenery is awesome, but don't take your eyes off the road for too long. The obstacles will slow you down if they don't stop you completely. Once you've bloodied yourself up enough, go grab a buddy and play one-on-one extreme. Just make sure the punches stay up on the screen. ESPN Extreme Games for Sony PlayStation. You go ahead. We'll have the paramedics standing by.
This is the most bizarre TV-style game show of all time. If you can figure it out, you can play along.
It is Zadnos for 3DO. Now shut up and play along.
And that means you can win cash and valuable prizes on the all-new, all-capitalist People's Game Show. Here's your host, leader of the revolution, Bob Bellini.
Here's what you want to do. 2 to 4 players compete for cash prizes in a former Eastern Bloc TV game show. The object of the game is to accumulate as much time as possible to use in the money rounds at the end of the game. Sometimes you don't know if you're playing a game or just watching TV in a series of live-action scenes just too bizarre to explain.
Well, that's good news.
Welcome back to Game Show. Contestant number 1. What is the preferred method of harvesting cabbage on People's Farm Collective?
I am not at liberty to say.
As you can see, the paranoia runs deep. It's a puzzle. It's a trivia game. It's a maze. It's as nutty as it gets.
Hey, Ray! Tell him how to play the game!
Face your phone, I spy, lip service, Troika propaganda, or Yankee Stooge cinema. 3 times that the richest cat wins deportation to America. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law.
Confused? Me too! Well, let's play anyway.
The winners get to live out their decadent Western fantasies in scenes like this where Ivana gets to be a rock star. Meanwhile, the country of Bizarnia keeps falling into revolution after revolution. But you don't mind. You don't want to be a wrench in the works, do you? No, I didn't think so, comrade. If you love game shows, heck, if you hate game shows, this might be the disc for you. Zadnos for 3DO. Just try to stop laughing long enough to answer the questions.
We've got an exclusive Twitch tip for you. If you're a fan of Rayman and you're playing on Atari Jaguar, we know how you can start the game with 50 lives. Go to the main presentation and hit 515253. And if you're a fan of Sony PlayStation, you can start Rayman with 99 lives by punching XNB9 FM exclamation Z2. Get those extra lives and get out there with Rayman. I didn't do it. Still to come, kicking the balls with worldwide soccer and surviving a heart attack.
Office politics. God.
Warning, if you're a fan of soccer, hold on to your seats. If you're not, you will be after you see Sega Sports Worldwide Soccer for the Saturn. Enough talk, let's hit the action. The options for Worldwide Soccer are standard as in most sports games. Pick your team, pick your strategy, pick your game mode. This is where the similarities end, however. Just check out these graphics. The players are incredibly detailed and the graphics are smooth. Control is easy and doesn't require a lot of complicated gamepad combinations. Gameplay is also very realistic. The players have a variety of moves and the computer opponent proves to be challenging. Pretty cool, huh? Here in the instant replay mode, WWS features a multitude of camera angles and the ability to zoom in or out of the action. Even up close, the player's graphics look great. You can almost see the sweat. Also, with the multiplayer attachment and a couple of extra joypads, up to 4 can play. Another nice feature of this game is the penalty shot mode, where it's you against the goalie one-on-one. Nice block. He shoots. He scores. Now tell me you're not impressed. Missed this game and you deserve a good kick in the pants.
Hey, if you're a gamer who's in the mood for just a little bit more realism than your standard first-person shoot-'em-ups that are out there, you gotta check out Robotica on the Saturn. You are in control of a Leocorn, a sophisticated mobile infantry robot. Your job? Overthrow the dictators of Space Station Daedalus. Let's get started. Like most Sims, you'll be exploring various levels and trying to find the exit. Take a quick look at the layout of the display. On the left side is the map of the floor number, and your radar. Upper right is shield power. One of the really helpful things you can first do on any floor is find a computer panel. Here you can download floor plans of the level. Also, make a good habit of using your radar. It will give you a good idea of what's coming up. There will be no surprise attack from behind this door. Here's some missiles doing their job. And the tried and true robot punch. Don't forget to pick up the weapons they leave behind. You'll need them, as well as any power-ups and gate keys you can find. Robotica's gameplay is pretty straightforward. Find the key and fight your way to the exit. Stick around too long and Mr. Macho Guy will end up looking like this. Robotica is smooth moving. It's got great detail and awesome graphics. Plus this great moodiness that other games like this are striving for. Hey, play this game in a dark room and you just might forget who and where you are.
A putrid X-Twitch. Video games like Booger Man are smelling what everyone else has known for a long time, that natural gas is one of the deadliest weapons ever made. Fart attacks are becoming very popular killers these days. No one does gas like Chaos does gas. Chaos from Primal Rage launches the Fart of Fury, probably a lot like your Uncle Henry after a big meal. In 3DO's PO'd, you aren't the one who ate the beans. I can't think of a better reason to blow someone away. Can you? Flatulence is also a favorite function for the old man in Toshinden. Hey, sometimes you just can't keep it in. But if too much farting gets you in trouble, do what everybody does. Blame it on the dog.
In Colibri, Sega turns hummingbirds into bombers, allowing you to put your Spitfire flyer up against a world of nasty killer bees and ugly bugs. The action is fast and the graphics are cool, so get ready to fly. Don't let the cute bird thing fool you. When Colibri has the right weapons, he can kick some insect butt. You want to stay well-armed and well-protected. Collect weapons and lives by picking up the bubble-looking pods that are floating around. Collect a life pod and a small burst of birdage flies out to show you how many lives you have left. Place in order for rings when you can. These protective rings will shield you from one good shot before disappearing. Some weapons have homing devices. Some are multiple shot. Weapon pods are floating around too. They're your arsenal in a bubble, so take your pick. In some levels, your bombs have a lot of bounce. Don't feel like you have to pop every weapon pod. Ignore the ones you don't want. Use the guns you like. And of course, flying is a big part of Killer Colibri. Practice in the early metal level when no one's gunning for you, so that you're ready when the heavy shooting begins. Don't forget, your enemies are all around. Sometimes their reach might surprise you. If you get tired of flying at full speed all the time, there's a slow motion power-up you can get to slow things down. Fly into Colibri for the Sega 32X system. Proof that the little guy can win, if he carries a big gun.
Hey, by now you've heard about the Sega channel, right? You get it from your cable company, and once you subscribe, did you know you can play up to 50 video games a month? Do you know how much space 50 game carts takes up? If you left all those lying around the house, your mom would kill you. Another great thing about the channel is that they've got all your favorites, plus games that aren't even in the stores yet. Now, the games change every month. You could be among the first to try out college football's National Championship 2, where 32 top colleges compete with realistic sound and gameplay, or try out favorites like World Series Baseball, Rugby World Cup 95, or PGA Tour Golf. But let's not forget about those racers. There's Road Rash and race driving. Now, those are just some of the sports games. You can also play the arcade killers like Mortal Kombat or Primal Rage. And let's not forget about those up-to-date favorites like Earthworm Jim 2. Call your cable company, say you want the Sega channel, and then maybe your mom will get off your back about all that stuff you got laying around.
When Twitch comes back, blow up your worries with Captain Quasar and Blue Lighting. It's no mission of mercy. Things explode. You like games that are funny. We took a Twitch trip and found out the makers of Captain Quasar like that stuff too.
I am an artist. I just wanted to come play games. I thought that's what this was all about.
Playing is definitely part of the job at Cyclone Studios, where the new game is Captain Quasar. Captain Quasar has been a couple years in the making, but ask the guys at Cyclone and they'll tell you to blow it to smithereens.
There are two ways to play Captain Quasar. There's one way where you can be smart and use your mind to figure out the puzzles. Or you can play it more of a Rambo method where you can just basically blow up everything in your path.
Captain Quasar is cool. Cool game. It's a lot of shooting and killing, a lot of action.
It's pretty cool just to go around and blow up everything.
You can blow anything and everything away. Get your aggressions out.
Once you've worked out some of your aggressions, maybe you're ready for a good laugh. So is Captain Quasar. His creators hired a San Francisco comedy writer to fill in some funny parts.
I got paid. I got paid to write this comedy stuff for a video game.
Bill's done comedy on the stage, on film, and on the radio. But games were something new to him.
I came in, I wrote my little thing, and whoosh, I went out. I hope to do that again. Whoosh, go in, whoosh, go out. I think it's a very dynamic world, video game world, because it's so young.
That rocket just got away, you blockhead!
We're inventing the world. We're inventing the world. We're inventing the wheel in this business.
We can't afford many more screw-ups like that.
When you're Captain Quasar, the sky is the limit. And Captain Quasar's creators are pretty excited.
I wouldn't change a thing. It's a perfect game.
Don't stop playing. Your life will never be more complete.
Cyclone Studios also created Battlesport. I mean, do these guys like to blow up stuff or what?
In this shooter, you're in the cockpit of a high-tech warplane, but they give you 7 different planes to pilot, each with cool options.
Stand by for takeoff. Good luck.
Take these babies for a spin on one of 40 missions and get ready to blow the garbanzos out of the enemy.
Blue Control, this is Blue Leader. I'm under attack. Roger, Blue Leader. Engage and destroy.
Unlike some games, you don't have unlimited access to planes, so protect it or lose it. The action comes fast and furious up here. Learning to roll and dodge the onslaught will keep you alive long enough to get you the big medals. Slow down, take aim on your shots. Think through your objectives and remember, as is always in the case of these games, no surrender, no mercy. Otherwise, the enemy will chew you a new one, fast. Note the arrow pointing out the bomber needing protection. Do it or get the snot blown out of your wingman. Hey, he's an honest Joe, and it's your job to cover his butt. Someday he may return the favor.
Approaching enemy territory.
Cluster bombs can be real handy when it comes to spattering multiple targets. Save them for the big spreads and then lay them on thick. A little napalm will sizzle the enemy's skin like bacon, greatly reducing ground fire. Not to mention it smells like victory in the morning. whatever that smells like. To its credit, Blue Lightning on Jaguar CD is one of those games you can just pick up and play. But to master this shooter, you're going to have to lose a lot of battles before you ever win the war.
Now, if you're already a master at Battle Arena Toshinden for your PlayStation, we got a tip for you to make it a lot more challenging. Here's how to remove the health bars from the top of the screen. First, pause the game. Use controller 1. Press and hold down all 4 control buttons, then hit select twice. The health bars will disappear and you can go on playing. Hey, you'll still know who won the battle. He's the one still standing at the end of the match.
It was all in the nick of bad timing.
On the next Twitch, a fight to the death with MK3. Dig up snot swings and flying puppies on Earthworm Jim 2. World Series Baseball lets you bat with the big boys and the manic music makers behind Cyber Speedway. Keep twitching.